know. That's one less thing that we're capable of doing. All right. This was fascinating. We're going to let you plug everything in a minute. This is your first time on the podcast. So what we do with a first-time guest is we play something called Worst Date or First Date, which means you have to give us either the greatest first date you've ever had or the absolute worst date you've ever had. Your choice.
Now, is that going to be me or is that going to be Jim?
You're going to both do one. So your greatest first date or your worst date?
It can be both, because when I was still in community college, Pink Floyd was coming to town in Tampa at the arena, and I convinced a girl that I had Pink Floyd tickets, but I didn't. And I paid for the parking outside the arena stadium so we could sit on my hood and listen to Pink Floyd. And I was at an age where I thought that was the most romantic, cool thing.
I'm still at that age.
Yeah, she was wrong. She said no. She felt no. I mean, we did it and we were there, but she was all like, "This is stupid. This is cheap.
Like,
this is
your." You see the
and
pig?
I thought, I'm being ingenious. You could see the smoke. You could see the lasers. Maybe on the edge you could see, whatever. But
Anna,
anyhow,
I think that's sweet. No, Anna? No,
I think it's totally sweet.
Yeah,
oh
I
my
think
God,
it's sweet.
the best
I
or
like
the worst
that.
date.
Right. She probably didn't like, but I'm props to that.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. Worst date or first date? Your choice.
Okay. So probably the worst date, right? So super quick. I'm 20 years old, and all girls, it's okay to have couple boyfriends, right? At that age, you're fine. You're still looking around. So I'm meeting this guy, and I end up. Mom, close your ears. So I end up spending the night in this guy's house, right? But there was a charity event that I went to, and I'm wearing this beautiful gown, and it has like 6 feet train, and it's one of those foofy dresses. And I'm still dating this other guy from college, right? So the next morning, I'm driving home, and as I'm driving home, I see the actual boyfriend going for a jog. He's running, right? And I'm going exactly where it says speed limit is 25 miles an hour, and there's traffic, so I can only go 8. Right. So he has no idea. He thinks that I'm somewhere visiting my family. And what he doesn't see is the fact that this train is like, I closed the door, but the whole dress is behind the car. So I'm slowly going. I'm trying not to make the eye contact, but he looks right at me. Right. So went home and I called him. I said, well, I just came back from my family's vacation, whatever. And he's like, I think I saw you. And I'm like, there's no way. And I'm like, what do you mean you saw me? Like, what did I wear? He described exactly what I was wearing. So that was like the worst possible date with the boyfriend I could have.
Yeah.
And then the worst possible day with the boyfriend I had. So that resulted in me not having boyfriend or the next boyfriend.
We have a customer in your store here. Can I ask what you're shopping for? What are you shopping for?
Well, I'm just looking around at your beautiful things.
Yeah, that's how it always starts. See?
Tell him you're shopping for a pair of jeans. Really confusing.
Yeah, I know. All right. You guys have a very popular podcast. Plug the podcast and tell everybody how they can get some of this semi-fine jewelry.
Well, you got to visit us at AnnaZuckerman.com. That's ANNAZUCKERMAN.com. We're located right here in Boca Raton, Florida. Or you could just come into, of course, we ship. Oh, I personally deliver, right, Jim?
Okay.
yeah, personally deliver. Which is telling me to go somewhere and drop something off.
And the podcast.
And the podcast, please follow, and to my Facebook friends, right there, Facebook friends, all 3 of you, please tune in, go on Audible.
The podcast.
And follow Brian.
We'll get to me in a second. The podcast is called Anna on the Rocks with a Twist. She tells you all kinds of crazy stories or whatever.
Wait, before we go on, tomorrow we're going to be filming at 2 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Before that.
Oh, okay. Well, then look for upcoming podcast that has Ron Thurston, the author of Retail Pride.
Yeah, there you go. So there's a lot of jewelry in here. I suppose you're going to sell me something before I get out of here. As far as us, not just Anna on the Rocks, but our podcast too, like, share, follow, review, all the good things. Go to greatlovedebate.com. Our live tour schedule is on there. Our next show, April 21st, Hyenas Comedy Club in Dallas, Texas. We are, as I've touted many times, we're doing the Great Love Deboat live the third week in July on Richard Branson's big fancy Virgin cruise. Shoot us an email, greatlovedebate at gmail.com, because as always, at the Great Love Debate, we never stop making love. See you next time.
Great Love Debate. It's the Great Love Debate.
The Great Love Debate.
the great love debate.